Are you serious? Are you serious? Well, Kim Jong-un is at it again. Boy, he's mad about this Hollywood movie that's coming out called The Interview, in which a couple U.S. journalists in the movie apparently go to North Korea to interview Kim Jong-un, but they're really part of a secret assassination plot to take him out. Now, Kim Jong-un is extremely upset about this new movie, and it says if the United States and Hollywood releases the movie, it will be an act of war. So, maybe that's why he fired off 3 missiles yesterday, all of which were brand new, had never been fired before, a new technology. Matter of fact, I have a report coming out of South Korea on what North Korea is doing, and let's go there now. It takes about 2 minutes.
It's been a regular occurrence of late. North Korea launched 3 short-range projectiles into the East Sea Thursday afternoon. However, unlike other recent tests, this one centered on a new type of missile that South Korean authorities say had never been fired before. Our Kim Hyun-bin reports.
North Korea claimed Friday that the 3 projectiles it fired into the East Sea on Thursday were newly developed state-of-the-art precision-guided missiles. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un was at the scene on Thursday and watched over the launch process. The missiles were airborne for around 190 kilometers before landing in waters between North Korea and Japan. The projectiles bear a similarity to North Korea's KN-09 missiles, but the maximum range was 40 kilometers further than a KN-09.
The primary goal of North Korea's every activities regarding the threatening other neighboring countries, particularly towards Seoul and Washington, is to stabilize or solidify the Kim Jong-un regime's survival. They want to make a new pressure toward getting back to the 6-party talks, the so-called denuclearization process.
In February and March, Pyongyang fired off ballistic missiles and short-range projectiles on 8 separate occasions. In March and April, the regime conducted numerous naval exercises near the northern limit line, increasing inter-Korean tensions along the border. Some experts say the most recent firing was initiated to unite North Korean troops behind Hyun Yong-chul, who is the new minister of the People's Armed Forces, after Chang Jong-nam was relieved of this post.
In one way, it could be seen as a test of the military's missile capabilities. It could also be a way to check the response times of the U.S., South Korea, and Japan.
That might be the biggest reason of all. A couple reasons. Number one would be to test how the United States, South Korea, and Japan, how quickly they can respond to the launching of a lot of these missiles, let's say, simultaneously, fired at strategical locations like Seoul, South Korea, or Tokyo, Japan, or maybe even, touching the United States and the west coast of U.S. or something. Another thing is, though, it's also a knee-jerk reaction by this young, inexperienced, and quite adolescent leader, Kim Jong-un, who is truly ruthless and a murderer and tortures his own citizens, feeds them to the dogs, and has them mowed down in public executions after filling a stadium full of 10,000 people. Or he ties them up and lets them hang from the ceilings inside the prisons, or puts them in small boxes to suffer, especially Christians. Brutal dictator Kim Jong-un, who makes every picture in that entire country must be of him. You can't put any pictures of your own family on the walls. Everybody must worship him. He believes he's almost a god. Well, let me say this. The 6-nation talks will be coming up where they'll be trying to get Kim Jong-un to relax some of his positions, to disarm, to allow human rights organizations to come in. How about freeing some of the U.S. Citizens that are being held there for their faith in Jesus Christ? I mean, Kim Jong-un is a dangerous individual because he has his hands on nuclear weapons and missiles, and that makes him very dangerous. He's already unstable and being led by a demonic spirit. Anyway, pray for the people of North Korea and for the people of the world. I'm Pastor Paul Begley. I'll be right back with more current world events The Bible said there would be wars and rumors of wars, and nations would rise against nations, and kingdoms against kingdoms. And we're truly seeing that in the last days. I'll be right back.